Now what color do we want? The back page. Do we want it to blend in, or do we really want it to pop? I think we both know the answer to that. We want it to pop. Hell yeah. Vibrant turquoise. And what? Fresh lime. Island Parrot. This one's still really good. This one's a little bit rough around that edge, but nice on this edge. We'll see. It's exciting. Turn the page. So on this one, we're gonna do Island Parrot and Vibrant Turquoise. Are we going to add stencils to the background? I don't know. Do not know. Love this color. Yeah, you can tell my green foam thingy is not the best. I feel like I used to dampen my pages with water before I used to do this. Not sure if I'm remembering that correctly or not. A little bit more green. Pretty. I don't think I'm going to stamp and stencil on the background of this one because we're going to stamp the flower and then maybe we'll go in with a stencil and doodle or something on the background. So now we need to figure out how this stamp needs to line up to stamp it on the page. And it goes that way. And so just turn it like that. Going to do that, and I'm going to let it stamp on the entire thing. Like, I'm not going to do a frame, and I'm going to stamp it in I'm just going to go with black. I think I want that vibrancy, that stark contrast. Find where that is. It moved. Yay. I'm not going to erase the pencil line yet because the ink is still wet. It's not lined up perfectly, but it's still pretty cool. Okay, so while I have this out, that ink is wet, so I don't want to lay that down. I also want some scrap paper for this side. Get that ready. I need this side inked. I think I did better with not shifting it as I laid it down. I like rubbing it. Is that like pulling my sleeve down over my hand? wiping it off because the one side of the stamp, it got inked, but there's parts that just never got stamped. So there's a lot of ink on there. Okay, so we're done with that one. It's not perfect. It could have been turned a bit, but it doesn't bother me because you're still seeing something pretty where it's not stamped, and you're still getting to see the image, and it's generally in the right position. Goes like that. Plus, when we were tracing this, like tracing the stamp, it's bigger than the actual stamp itself, because you know when you're tracing around it, like your pencil is like further away from the stamp. Now, did I just lose? Okay. And that's still wet, so I don't want to lay it down there. I think I might like this one better than the 3-page spread we did. I just want to say, in my videos it probably looks like I'm wearing the same sweaters all the time. And there's a reason for that. I am. I have a few sweaters that I only wear in my art room. Like, I don't wear them out in public and stuff like that. They're my doesn't matter what happens to them sweaters. They're my arting sweaters. So that, and I always, and it's a cardigan, so I'm always wearing like whatever t-shirt. But it's always the same sweaters over top. So I really, this ink is still not dry. Okay, I'm going to let that dry some more, and while I'm waiting for it to dry, I'm going to try and think about what I want to do in the background. Okay, I haven't figured out what I'm doing with this yet, but while it's in my head, I want to take the small part and stamp it in here. And am I going to stop it at the border or keep going? I think I'm going to keep going with it. So I need to, no way. I found out that one lines up right away. That's crazy. So I just wanted to get that done while it's in my head. So we only need pretty much this half. I think it's quite perfect. That's okay. Now, I'm surprised how easy it is to line them up, like to figure out the positioning. Though now I can't remember if I flip this way. Yeah. harder to line up because I'm wondering if that is the right way. Okay, it was that. Or I can't remember what I did. I think it goes like that, but it's going to need more ink at this point. I'm going to put a piece of paper under it as well, because I'm not the best at lining up. I just realized maybe I didn't ink it enough, and that's why I didn't get it over there. Oops. I guess I should have just inked the whole thing. This one's hard to line up because the paper is curled a little bit. Nice. Oh, I like it. Now, wonder if I should stamp the inside of that. I may wait and do whatever doodling I'm going to do, and then that might be a nice relief, so I'm going to leave it empty for now. That's from that first set of pages we did. Like, keep all this, because I mean, these are beautiful. They can definitely be used on another page. I don't know what stencil I want to use. Don't know. Part of me is like an idea of skulls, but I need scissors. If I did skulls, I would not be doodling, like using a pen and doing it. I would definitely use paint, because that would be just too much. I'm really liking the idea of skulls. This is an older stencil, I believe. I just never had the large one. I had the small one. And I like the larger one way better than the small, because you can really see it. I'm loving that. So now I'm going to want this masked. So I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to stamp this and this out. And so we have a mask. Okay, so do I want it in black? I think I do. I'm gonna get removable adhesive. Look at that, first shot. Good. Okay, so masks are in place. Stencil in place. I'm trying to decide, do I want to move it over so I can get a full page of them? I think I will, because I want it to be, like if I just center it, then there's space around it, and I don't want that. So I'm going to start by moving my stencil past and above the page. And actually I'm going to go further up than that, I think. Nope. About there. I think I would like it fairly. Like I can tell. I'll get this all lined up and then the stencil will move. There we go. So black paint. Oh, I'm gonna need a new. That is hard. Actually, do I want to do it this way or do I want to pounce with a wedge, makeup wedge? I feel like if I do this, it's going to get caught on a lot of stuff. So I'm going to use just a makeup wedge for this. So getting some on, tapping it off. And I'm not going to talk so I can speed up the process. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving this. Yes, I am so glad I went with the skulls. That is awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Hee. Now, what about this? Kind of feel like a big skull face. See, now I kind of, and there is a blank page behind it, and so now I kind of want to cut this out and have a big skull face, like a stamped. And you know what stamp set I have that I absolutely loved when it came out, and I still love it, and I have yet to use? This is embarrassing. I will get it. See how clean that is? Never been stamped. Can you believe it? So I could, oh, I could do a, getting excited. I could do a third page. I could cut this out on this page. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then have these images on the next page. Yeah. I could. Yes, yes, yes. So good. Why do I feel like the man should be taller? There are couples out there where the women are taller. Oh my God, yes. Okay, I'm getting a little too excited. I need to calm down. Okay, first steps first. See, now this video is going to be longer than I intended, but this is going to be so good. I need to calm down and put a few things away. I get a little excited. My husband said to me the other day, yesterday I think it was, we're working on the pantry in the house. Like, it didn't used to be a pantry, it used to be a laundry room. But we switched things over and we're turning it into a pantry because it's like right there next to the kitchen. And we need food storage. Anyway, working on the pantry. And as it's progressing, I'm getting so excited. And I'll just stand there and I'll stare at it because I think it's wonderful and I love it. And I'm happy and excited and grateful. And then he's just like, you know, calm, cool, collected, no emotions. And it's like, I'm like, aren't you excited? He's like, oh yeah. And then he did something and I'm like, why can't you be excited like me or something like that? He's like, Denise, there is nobody who gets as excited as you do over things. But I don't think he's right on that. I mean, I do get excited, but I choose to believe there are people out there like me who get like excited and are very happy and enthusiastic. And if we all got together, we'd probably drive each other crazy. Okay. I'm trying to keep this together so I can say what I use, because I know I'll get asked if people like it. So for this one, we only need to cut out these two. I'm not going to cut that out. Okay. Yep, I'm going to cut it right off the page. I am. Aw, that little part's going to get cut off too. So why did I just do that? That was unnecessary. Oh well. I could shut up while I'm doing this too, so then I can speed it up. I just thought of something. Again, saving it. This is like frigadig. Is that the spine? And it's at the center of a page. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. I could have left it attached and had like a peekaboo. Okay. I think it should be fine because that's a whole lot of page still intact. Right? Right. Okay. Excited. Now, okay, I'm going to go off camera and try to figure out what I'm doing with this, because like I said, this video is going to be forever.